Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Hearthstone. So all we need to do is play 18 minions that cost 5 or more. I don't know if we're gonna get it done. We're kinda having fun here playing ranked mode. I might actually let's just go to casual mode. I'm wondering if casual mode's gonna go away. It didn't get mentioned in the announcement as far as I saw. But I'm gonna switch over to casual mode so that we can potentially play with players who aren't as good of players, therefore they won't beat me by the time I need to get to like the 10th turn. Ideally what I want here is, let's see, I want to be able to stretch this out as long as possible and play all these things. I don't need any of these cards right now, but it's nice to kind of have them, I guess. So 8th turn, 9th turn, 10th turn type things. Having cards this high up for the quest actually doesn't help that much, does it? After I'm done recording this, and even if I don't get this quest, I might just end the recording a little bit and do it off screen. I don't know, that's an interesting thought. I think I've finally kind of caught up on videos and podcasts, to watch. So if I did play off screen, I really don't have anything to listen to. Not until next week's collection of things. There are a ton of podcasts I have though that I will fully admit this is going to be explosive trap. Oh, interesting. What could this be? I summoned something and I did explosive trap and I did damage to the face. So it can't be snipe, it can't be bear trap, it can't be explosive trap. That is the, I think that's tripwire trap is the only one left at that rate. Let's play this guy next turn. That way if that is sniped, that would be interesting.
Right on time.
So it's not snipe.
Okay.
Freezing trap, interesting.
Okay.
Not bad, not a problem though.
Job's done.
That's hardly a problem. Of course, I'm playing these things for 4, so is that counting towards our quest or not? Do I actually have to spend the 5 mana to play these characters? The way the quest reads, no, I wouldn't actually, but I don't know if that's how it's actually going to go about and do it.
Right on time. Okay.
Snake trap, interesting.
Time to die.
So we need 2 ancient heal bots and the anima golem, and then play these divine shields on this, and then that would be everything available.
Powering up. Portal online. Time to die. Time to die.
Job done. That's an interesting choice. I'm sure. So next turn we pretty much just play this, and then turn after that we play this, and then we play this, and then we play this.
To my side.
I'll just kill this guy on that guy, kill that guy on this guy, keep the taunt. No, you can't attack anything, there's a taunt here. I'm still very amazed on the number of players that don't understand the concept of taunt, or apparently don't pay enough attention to see when your enemy has a taunt creature. I mean, did he just literally get stuck there because he doesn't have an understanding of the game? Here we go, we'll draw another card while we're at it. Now I need to kind of start killing off characters, because at this rate I'm not going to have enough slots to play all of them. Drawing cards and killing off characters. It's kind of a slow process trying to play 5 mana characters. It's probably why you don't want that quest. And let's see. We'll play this. And then, you know what, I'm just gonna end the turn. Come on, bring something out so I can kill one of my guys. I'm probably gonna play this guy because I don't want this guy to... Well, this one actually only activates if an enemy minion dies, but still, it's probably better to do this. I guess I could have done this and then drawn. That might have been a better move. So we can try and go through all of our cards. What's he doing?
I wonder.
Come on. Play or end your turn. I'd prefer you play.
I move quickly.
See, these people think like they'll, if they just stop playing, people are gonna let them win. But even as a YouTuber who's trying to make good footage, I'll sit here and let the timer burn out just fine. Ancient heal bot. Let's see. If I did something like this, and draw another card. And then let's see. I want to get closer to it so I could win if I need to.
Your opponent left.
Yeah. That's what I thought. So that's only the mighty. We need to do 9 more. big ticket characters. And there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 in my deck. No, it's more than 5. No, let's see.
Gul'dan versus
2, 4,
Valera.
6,
Watch
7,
your
8.
back.
Your
Yeah,
soul
that's 8.
shall be mine.
Interesting, the Hearthstone deck tracker doesn't tell you how many of the cards you have. I wonder why it does that. Seems very strange that the number 2 next to it doesn't show up. Maybe because it didn't update.
Job's
Yeah, I
done.
guess that could have been it. That it was still showing me the outcome of the previous game. So I assume when I played these guys for 4 mana, that's still counted. But it's kind of hard to tell. Well, we could keep an exact count if it gets back into the situation where this is costs 4 mana but is technically a 5 mana card. We'll just keep a mental count and see what that does. Now, how important is it to draw new cards? Probably kind of important. We've got 2 5/1s right now.
What's happening?
Oh. This guy gets powered up based on the number of cards in my hand. That's no good. So I'll try and keep my cards below 6. That's +4 attack. When would this card actually work? It almost never. Almost never would this card work. That's doing that.
Just me and Mr. Piper.
Job done.
We're approaching our 5th turn. Let's go ahead and power up this guy, and then kill this guy, and then attack the face, and attack the face, and then the turn. So now we should be at 12. All 5 mana cards we can play.
Powering up. Portals online.
This one and this one. Here. Do we want to kill this guy?
Time to
I
die.
guess we will. Give a minion +1 health. Who would I want +1 health to? Him? I guess. Attack the face in the turn. He's just full of cards. You'd think he'd be able to play some of them.
My eyes are open.
Let's see. Draw a card. Play this. Play this.
I got a big punch.
I think we can just attack the face. So next turn I want to play this. Try to slow this down a little bit. This guy's really playing, so.
Back from the junkie.
We should be at 12, and if we play this, it should take us to 13. Let's see. So we should be at 13 now. Playing this next one. Interesting move.
Back from the junkie.
Let's see. Play that. The turn. Just trying to do something like a Reno Jackson here. To turn it around. Of course, we're playing casual right now. It doesn't really matter if I win or not. Now they both have the draw a card ability. Let's see. Play this for fun. And then we'll just play this for health. Back here for fun.
Death does not
So
scare
what
me.
are we at? Are we at 13 or 14? I think we're at 14. I lost count. Wasn't paying enough attention. Does it count twice to summon it? I would assume it would count twice. So next turn if I can play this, I'll be at 15, I think.
Job's done.
So, ironically here, this is gonna take out so many of them. If I throw both of these in here, it's gonna be an interesting chain of events here in a second. If only I had a way to, in my next turn, kill my own character.
So many options.
As a rogue, he's got no ability to heal all of these characters. It looks like it's kind of equal, but it's gonna quickly change.
So many options.
Ideally, what he would want to do is take all his characters and work them together and kill both my guys.
Choose soon.
If he did that, he could kill both his guys, clear the board, and take the advantage from me. But if he just leaves everything as it is, I can just kill this guy. See, that's not enough. Let's try this. Death rattle. equip a random weapon for each player, or summon a random forecast. We'll take the Blingatron, since he's a 5, and do this.
Who wants crisps?
So the Wind Fury to kill this one.
I feel icky.
This. And then, let's see. Your opponent draws a card.
Almost out of time.
Well played.
So I've lost here, but I think I've gotten to play quite a few five cost characters, more than I probably have in my deck through some manipulation. Well, this is gonna kill like several of my characters. It's interesting that it chose the 2 leper ones to kill. It's like the game actually picked the 2 weakest characters. Good, we only have 3 more to do, and we are coming in just under the clock at 21 minutes. I don't know why I'm mentioning the time. It's the absolute worst thing to do. It's like remind people that they've been watching watching it for 21 minutes. It's like, no, that's not what you want to do.
I must protect the wild. Your soul
So,
shall be mine.
Ironically, I set up. I don't know if I mentioned this though. I started playing with my old cell phone to use in the wilderness, and I set it up and updated and erased everything on it because it, well, basically because I forgot the password on it. I forgot, and there was nothing on it that I hadn't transferred over to my new phone, so instead of wasting time trying to figure out the password or hack it so that I could get around the password, I just erased everything and started over. And what it's kind of ironic is that if it weren't for the fact that the screen was cracked and that the charging port is broken, 2 major things, definitely, it would be a perfectly acceptable cell phone to still use. Which is kind of weird because my current cell phone, I broke the NFC on it apparently. Which I guess I don't care that much about that. NFC as a technology really hasn't worked out as much as I would have liked. But I would trade NFC for wireless powering, and in my exact attempt to go from NFC to the wireless power,
I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be
partially
mine.
it's because it's an AT&T phone, and AT&T only allows phones to use power mats, or at least this model of phone. So, while if I had gotten any other model of it, I would have been able to easily change the back and wirelessly charge. This one, not unless you get the very special back for power mat and a power mat charging, which is not compatible with the QI is what I think it's called thing. So that's a shame. But I guess my point in that conversation is that, yeah, when I get a new phone, this current one, as long as I don't break it any further, will probably be useful for something. But who knows? I think we may have hit peak phone as a concept. It's there's not a lot more I can ask for in a cell phone. I don't want my cell phone to go to 4K on the screen. I'm not ready for that anytime in the next 5 years. I want my cell phone battery to last a lot longer. That would be great. I always want the speaker to be a little bit louder, and usually have to hack it so it is. I want more storage in it. I want more RAM in it. Android phones in particular are usually very stuck at just having 2 gigabytes of RAM in it, and if you could get to 4 gigabytes, if you could get 4 gigabytes at faster speeds, that would be really great, so that applications started running better and faster. Being locked,
Let me think.
developers being locked into 2 gigabytes means they have to make their programs really efficient, or their programs don't run that well, and it's kind of 50-50 there.
Move quickly.
As far as whether the programs actually run well or not.
Let me think.
This guy's gone. I guess with every 2 victories I get 10 more gold. That is really pathetic. There's the major change I wish Hearthstone would have changed. Is that if they came back and said, starting now, if you play 1 game you get 10 gold. If they said that and tripled the amount of gold you get, so many people would want to play more. At least I think that would be the case. Discover a mech. Who will we take? We'll take him, so we have another character above 5 to play.
Move quickly.
So we got 2 5 guys right now that cost 4. So we'll do something like this. We'll do this. I kind of need to hold back now since this guy's not playing.
I must move quickly.
I need to play these 2 characters as fast as possible. Play this. I'm not gonna play this one. Instead, I'm just gonna attack the face and do this.
I must move quickly.
So next turn I played this, and then that's gonna have me at 7, and I think that's the best I can do on this game. Sadly, unless this guy comes back. Unless he comes back, I think it's kind of a waste to do anything more. There we go.
I must move quickly.
Let's see, what can we do?
The victory is yours.
Nothing. Nothing. Can't do anything. Oh well, we played only the mighty, so we had some more fun with our mech deck. I didn't really have as much fun with that as I did before. Let's go back to ranked play now. We have about 15 more minutes. We have no real reason to play, but we'll play anyways. But 6,610 on our gold. If we got like 2 or 3 quick concessions,
The light shall bring victory.
that might get me to the max level, but I really don't believe it. I really think maybe next recording session we might get to the max level. It's possible. There again, there's a change that not that many people would be upset about if they said going forward it's going to be easier to level up your heroes. Most people would be like, fine, that's good by me. And who's to say they haven't secretly tweaked that and nobody's just noticed. Just slowly change it ever so slightly. Like over the course of 100 days, have it be go up 1%, so that it's doubled. 100 days later, not that many people would even notice the difference. Although Hearthstone players might. I bet there's something more to this side thing. I haven't played with it a ton. There's about one thing I haven't figured out in all these side games. Start with this and then this. Oh, I would assume what they're gonna do when the Warcraft movie comes out is try to tie that in. It would be really silly not to do something like that. Nine, 18, 2 hits, I win.
Wanna blow something
Let's take
up?
those victories. I could do this. Maybe I should. I guess I should. In the turn. Next turn we'll do this and this. Double up, have 18. Almost be completely to the point of victory in one fell swoop. Unless of course he does something like that. So if I had played that differently, I don't know if anything would have really changed. Do I want to power up that one? Not really. I'll just take the 2 damage in the turn. So yes, I'll be playing Dead Island. I'm still not really awake though. A couple hours after starting recording, I'm ready for a nap more than actually waking up. Insomnia is awful. I mean, it's a disease, I guess you'd say it's a disease, but it's not like cancer or anything, but it's pretty bad.
In the light's name.
Just because it's constantly messing with you, it's constantly making things that normal people can do easily difficult. Let's go ahead and do this. And double the health? Nope, I'm gonna hold on to double the health and just attack and then the turn. Let's see, bring out this guy. Wanna do 4 health to everybody? No. How about we do... Let's read this. Inspire only works for us, good. Let's do this. Power these guys up.
Feel my
Do
pain.
this.
Face the
And
light.
attack the face. And then end the turn as it stands. Oh no, sea giant. What will I ever do? Just about nothing. Surprised. Deal 3, heal 2. What do I want to do? 5, 8, and 10? No, let's do this first. And then this. And then this, which I should have played that earlier. Alright.
Face
Then
the
win.
light.
Victory, but we're still not getting up to 19. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it to 60. We're making progress, but I don't think we're gonna make it up to 60 or rank 19 at this rate. If somebody quick disconnected and it counted that victory in there, and then somebody else quick disconnected and it counted that victory, which I don't think it does, or it seems like it only does half the time.
Anduin
Maybe we can make it to 19. Probably not make it to 60 though, because it seems like the amount of experience you get might actually be connected to actual actions you play in here, like the number of cards you play, or the number of damage you do to the face, or the number of hero abilities you use. Or it could just be random. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe somebody else knows. It's kind of a trivial thing to even investigate for the legendary ranked players who have long since gotten 60 just by playing more and more than me. Come on. He's gonna be slow even in choosing his cards in the first turn. He doesn't even have the coin, so it should be pretty easy. It really isn't that hard. Just, do you like the card or do you not like the card? Do you want it in your first hand or do you not want it in your first hand? You should easily be able to tell it. If it's less than 2 and you're going first, you want to keep it. Otherwise you probably don't. If it's less than 3 and you're going second, you probably want to keep it. Otherwise you don't. These first couple turns are easy to figure out. You should know your first game strategies very quickly and very easily. If you built your own deck, it makes all the sense in the world. Now I can understand on the third turn, maybe you have 2-3 things, and you have to pick there. But that's really only going to be a pick between 2 or 3 cards. Fourth turn, same thing. It's not till you get around the 5th or 6th turn that you really start to hit some level of actual decisions that you have to actually make. You probably want to attack always. That's kind of the thing about Hearthstone. It's good that it's a simple game at its core. It's mostly just you want to do damage to the face. There's never any balance that says you don't want to do damage to the face. And you could introduce in an expansion, but then now that expansions get banned, I'm not sure how cool this would be to do this. But you could say, introduce a whole series of cards that say, if the opponent has more than 15 health, plus 1, plus 3 attack to this character, type stuff. If you did several cards like that, that would be fine. Let's see.
How many fingers do you see?
In the turn. I'm hoping he does, let's see, 2 more damage to my face if he can. If he has stealth though, that doesn't, his taunt doesn't activate. Interesting. Alright, so we want to heal as much as possible. Do this. That's exactly what we wanted.
In the light's name.
Now sadly, I can't hit, if I hit him at 9, it's 7 and 8, he'd be back to 6, right? 6, 7. And then, no, I did it wrong. I did my math wrong.
Does this hurt?
So hit this one, heal this.
In the light's name.
Stop it. I'm trying to think here. I'm trying to do math in my head. Leave me alone. So that is a really powerful starting lineup there. Pretty much game over in the next turn if he doesn't do something. If he can do like 2 damage to everybody on my team.
I concede.
No. And no, instead he'll just give up. So a little bit of an inch there, but yeah, we're not gonna do it. We'll do one more and risk going over. But if we get a victory here, we might get to rank 19, and then that will be it for the month. That's all I'm really interested in doing. Is the reward at rank 19 really any different than rank 20? I'm not sure. I bet it really isn't. I should go look that up.
The light shall bring victory.
See if somebody has written that down or figured it out yet. They probably have. I know certain levels on the arena you really aren't that different. So if you get like 1 victory versus 2 victory, I don't think there's really any difference in an arena run. And you want, I think, somewhere around 6 victories to balance it out.
In the light's name. In the light's name.
Alright.
Face the light.
6 to the face
the light.
on the second turn. I'll take that. All of a sudden it's more important to get rid of these guys. There we go, another 3 to the face.
The damned stand ready.
21 to 27 on the 3rd turn.
To my side.
Of course, it's no time to really be getting cocky. This is how you lose. Here we go.
In the light's name.
Let's see, which is more important? This guy would be 2. This one has your other minions, but I can't kill that one, so I
My
have
fate
to do
is
this. I guess we'll just play this. There we go, in the turn. That was kind of a hard owl there. Not really a big deal though.
How many fingers do you see?
Let's see.
Face the light.
Take out this owl. Freezing trap. Oh, that's nice. Actually, that's better. In the turn. That undoes the owl, so when I summon it again, it will have the same abilities.
Dingo! Yes!
We haven't even really warmed up yet. Let's see. Do we want to do this guy? I guess we will. Five moves and I can kill him with that alone. What would be really nice is if we had this one come about, yes. So how can I do this? I can use this to heal myself and then kill this one and bring out this one and play that, right? I hope this works.
Hit the light!
Embrace the void.
Yep.
Hello, hello, hello.
Let's see. What more can we do? We can attack this one. So I think this is the move. Attack that one. And then
We're gonna be rich!
Reno Jackson. So an excellent use of Reno Jackson there.
Thanks.
See, this and that wouldn't work.
In the light's
This.
name.
And this. And in the turn right there. Yep, doesn't look like we're gonna win after all. He was stringing me along, confusing me.
Well played.
Stupid Reno Jackson. I really wonder if the reason why they're banning old cards is Reno Jackson alone. Because it is so overpowered. It's so ridiculous. Anywho, well, we know what we're going to do next recording session if we have time, is we'll get to rank 60 and he'll join with the Paladin that's already at 60 and the Mage. And then we will play as our next character that is either probably going to be the Warlock, I think is going to be our new focus. Try to get him from 38 to 60, which is going to take a while. Anywho, that's it for this recording session. We got all the quests. We're at 6,610 until they either secretly just sneakily get rid of goblins versus gnomes, or they announce when that is going away. I am gonna hold on to all my gold, and I imagine what they'll do is they'll announce the next expansion and that goblins versus gnomes are going to go away, and I would hope that there's an overlap there. If there isn't an overlap, then I really have to choose. And in a lot of ways, I think buying the classic cards are the best deal. What we should do here is look in classic mode only and see what is left to craft here. We have a 400, a 1600, a 400. Now, I don't know if, I guess I need to also keep an eye on which ones I only have one of, like this one and this one. So, in a lot of ways, the best move would be to take these classic cards and get 2 of everything here. There's still quite a lot here that has yet to have been collected. But for standard play, this deck is the most important deck. But then that would be very boring for YouTube, wouldn't it? To sit here and open 50 packs of classic cards when I really shouldn't. Maybe I'll open 10 packs of classic cards to try and fill that in and just ignore goblins versus gnomes cards. But then you end up with this backlog, because if we don't have all goblins versus gnomes cards, then we're going to have a issue there. So same, if we do the same thing and we go to crafting mode, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a lot more we're seeing here that we don't have, but I would really be irritated. It would be difficult to get them too. I don't know. Now, if you were actually looking for dust, I suppose what you would want is to buy goblins versus gnomes cards, because they have the least number of cards versus the grand tournament. So yeah, if you just want to see how many legendaries you might get, and let's say you had enough gold to buy 1,000 packs, statistically speaking, play goblins versus gnomes. You'll get the most overlap there, which would get you the most dust, which would let you then fill out your collection. So there is a theory to that. But anywho, I'm rambling on now. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.